Hey, and welcome back to Grandpa KC. Today I got an exciting show. I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite products and how they've come up with a new version or a better version than the original one. Now, the one I'm talking about, now I have loved the Mevo Start for years, and I've used it many times, and many of you have used it or do use it. And the ability to put three cameras together and record is a wonderful thing. But let's be honest, the technology's been getting old. It doesn't have the same capabilities that other cameras have today in Wi-Fi capability and things like that. So you knew that they were going to come out with the new version. Well, they did. And the new version is called the Mevo Core Wireless Live Streaming Camera, obviously. So let's talk about all the features that this one has that makes this camera worth every penny, at least in my opinion. So let's talk about this. The first thing is that it has interchangeable lenses. And instead of trying to come up with their own line of lenses, they decided to use the standard Micro Four Thirds lens mount. Now, what does that mean to you? What that means simply is that you can go out and buy various brands of lenses that will fit your needs to use with the camera. Let's talk about that. By using an open MFT mount, which is short for Micro Four Thirds mount, you're now able to use lenses from Panasonic, Olympus, Blackmagic. All of these lenses become available to you. And so you have a wide variety of lenses. So now you step into the high-end video and photography range in a camera. This makes this one step, yeah, baby, I love it. Let's talk about more features this thing has. Now, one of the things it can do, obviously it has in the back a micro SD card, just like the Mevo Start. And you can record at 4K at 30 frames per second. But sadly, it can only stream at 1080 at 30 frames per second. But if you want something that can actually do that, you'd have to upgrade to a different camera, like the Sony ZV-1, which can do that. Now, one of the other features it can obviously do is it can stream at NDI, HDMI, and other protocols. And obviously, just like the Mevo Start, you can multi-stream to various platforms all at the same time using the app. Now, here's a smart feature that they included. It has mounts on all four sides of the camera, so that you can connect various attachments to it, microphone, monitor, cell phone, all of that using the various sides of the camera. That makes this very versatile, very easy to use. It looks like they really thought this out and decided to take all the features that Logitech has and put them onto the sides of this camera in features. This is marvelous. Now let's talk about versatility. And I talk about this thing has versatility. Not only does it have the four mounts on all four sides, let's take a look at the back and see the connectivity that this has. Now let's just look at, it has two USB-C ports, one 3.5 millimeter audio input. That's great, because even though it has four microphones, we'll talk about that, four microphones, if you want to use a linear mic, or you want to hook it up to an external sound source, that's a great option. Now, it also has an HDMI port out and a micro SD card that you can use. Now, remember, about 8 micro SD cards, you should use a very good quality one, either a class 10 or above whenever you're using any video to record. Otherwise, you can get sync issues, and there's another video on that I put out. Now, when we're talking about microphones, this has 3 built-on internal microphones and then one more. And what is that microphone for? That's for noise canceling. You know, when you attach your lens and you put it in place and it's zooming in and out and it's autofocusing, there's a motor sound. So they have another microphone in there to remove that. Now, not only that, it has a 6-hour battery. And the battery is replaceable. Unlike the Mevo Start, which it doesn't seem you can get that battery changed, this one can be changed. So it won't be a brick when the battery starts losing its charge. Now, beautiful thing that it also can do. You can connect the HDMI out, and you can connect the micro SD out, and you can connect power in. So now you've got two outputs of video. So if you got to multiple connections, you can do that. That it makes this camera simply marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous. Now, if you haven't done so far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm get to know us. Every time you give us a like, it helps promote this video. Please share it with your friends so that other people can know about this information. And again, we ask you to subscribe. And if you want to help support this channel, you can use the little monetary sign there and become a channel member. Now, let's get back to the information, which you really are here for. Obviously, just like the Mevo Start, the Mevo Core can hook up to the app also. But not only that, if you already have a Mevo Start, you don't have to get rid of it because you can use it on the same app. So you could have a Mevo Start, a Mevo Core, in any combination, which is great because whatever you're videotaping, whatever you're recording, whatever you're streaming, you now have the ability to mix and match your cameras. That makes this very, very versatile. Now, if you already have a Mevo Start, this is the next upgrade. And it just makes sense that when you want to go that way and you want to have interchangeable lenses, the way to go. Now, there is no real competition in this space except for one camera, and that's the Panasonic 5HG II. Because they're both around $1,000 plus the lenses, and they both have very similar functions. They both have apps, but if you already have the Mevo, I would stay with the Mevo. This is the way to go. Anyway, I'm going to leave you in the description the links to find these products. Don't forget to please use them. That's how we pay for the channel. Don't forget again to give us a like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back with more product reviews, more product news, and more tech news in the future. Grandpa loves you, and I'll see you on the next video.